It doesn't matter really, so whoever
Yeah.
kind of wants to start.
Okay. Well, I guess what we thought about tonight, we might not we might keep this one for a segment for next week, and this is going to go on to even maybe another later on segment for us. But we wanted to get you two on as our generals. You've been generals now for the last 3 years at least.
At least, yeah.
This,
Something like that.
Yeah, at least I think. And I think it works good. It works good. We got Pretty Boy Peter, and now even more Pretty Boy Aaron. he was giving that rugged, worn look before with the beard and everything like that. Now I'm just not sure.
I miss that look, honestly. I do.
Uh-oh. Do you need to tell Monica you're...
Who you trying to impress now?
I'm just gotta keep clean shaven for the job now, so I gotta look good every day. I can't have the rugged look, as you called, as much as I wish I could, but...
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we still haven't pinned down exactly what game we're going to do for the tactical challenge this year. We're throwing about some ideas. We got the boys have come up with quite a few ideas. We've gone through a couple of movies, but you know the way we plan the tactical challenges and the games. I don't want two teams just going at it. You know, it's got to be a little bit kind of uneven, but even. You know what I mean?
Right.
With some twists and turns. So if anything ever comes up in you guys' mind, I know you've thrown some ideas at us. Then we're gonna go look at whatever movies we've got, get together, sit down. We like to sit down over a pizza and see how we can play some of these out. Now, the one that I like best at the moment is the Battle for Los Angeles that Dan came up with. The boys are playing very good devil's advocate here, where we've got to think of a way, because the aliens are they're almost indestructible. Now we can't have something being indestructible out there. So we thought of a couple of ways. Yeah, I say they're almost indestructible. So what? And they're unrecognizable. Yeah. But so when we go out and play, we want to get that game. Everybody wants to dress up in the camouflage and everything like that. So we can't have a bunch of aliens. That doesn't work. So I think what we're going to go for this scenario is they would be genetically engineered soldier aliens, which kind of works. And then we've thrown some ideas around of how we can actually, how they can be, how they can be more
a little more
proof, you know.
Yeah, a little more tanky, but not invincible.
Not totally invincible.
Yep.
That's one idea we're coming up with. I think Twin's got a couple of ideas that he wants to throw around to you. But let's talk about Peter. You've been general. Oh, you've both been generals for both the same amount of time. Are you guys wanting to say anything? Let's get some input from you about how games have run, and what you guys think about the games and what you'd like to see. Who wants to go first?
I can, sure.
Sure.
So these, like you said before, these games are run differently, where it's not just two teams running at each other head on head like all day, every day. There's actually some sort of thinking involved or tactical gameplay to it, which changes the outcome entirely. Like I've played numerous games where you just run at each other and that's all you do all day long. There's nothing wrong with that. That's 100%. That's okay. but it just adds another level of almost like not I would say realism in a way, but it just adds something more to it that makes it different.
Yeah.
And when we first generaled and you told us to watch the movies, it's amazing how much like watching the movies that like the detail you guys put in, like with people who haven't been, not to spoil anything, but anyone who's watched Three Kings from last year, and like who else puts fake cow guts and a cow head in a cannon and blows it at you while you're running towards an objective coming from, like, that doesn't happen anywhere else. That just happens only like those kind of things just make your guys' games so much different and keeps us coming back every year. Like, you know, we've been to so many other games where we're just kind of like, oh, it's the same thing every year. We might not go back to this, but like every year we know we're coming because there's something always different on the table. And I have to see what crazy idea comes up with next. Like I have to see it from my own eyes.
Yeah.
And then doing the other little things too, like where you like raid the, you know, like the raiding the house and like that like the CQB stuff.
Yeah.
Again, is something that no one else does.
Yes. Yeah.
Whole other different thing. And like, man, the first time I was ever out there, that's what hooked me like instantly. That was the thing for me. And every year, that's the part I look forward to all the time. Who else gets to ride in a Humvee at full speed? Like, that's kind of, you know, like, because I could go on and on for days. If someone stops and talks to me and asks me about like what happens in the game or what goes on, they're in for at least a 2-hour conversation because there's no stopping me when I just talk, you know, like this.
Yeah.
But so that's and you know, and general wise, I think it's fair on both sides. You know, there's, like you said, you don't want us to be super invincible, but you know, close as we can get, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's, I think so. So
good.
Yep.
That's I'm glad you put those comments in there because that is exactly what we're trying to do with this game. You know, we want to do the things that other fields don't do. You know, like I keep saying, we're not necessarily in it for the money. We want to do it for the shits and giggles as well, really.
Right.
But just before I bring Peter in, because Peter, you are going to have to say something as a general as well.
Obviously.
What about that?
it never leaves my wallet for that exact reason.
Wow, you've impressed me. You both impressed me. Awesome job.
Normally we do
I have,
catch
like,
somebody with that, so.
I have like a indent from where it sits all the time.
Yeah, I changed mine out daily. I've got I had a secret squirrel meeting earlier, and that's why I've still got that one in my pocket, or else I might have forgotten about it. We're just on those challenge coins. I'm hoping to add a very special one this year. I've just gone into talks with one of the guys, and I found him actually in Swiftcurrent. They make challenge coins right direct in Swiftcurrent. He's teamed up with a company out of Toronto, and he sends coins all over the world. So
wow,
it's very interesting. So I only found him yesterday. He came in and bought some of our home defense stuff. He watches the videos here as well. So
Always somebody does.
A special one for this year. Possibly the first RHR challenge coin that we're going to put together. And I see we've lost a twin, so he'll have to come back on.
He's been coming and going.
Yeah, there he is. Peter, okay, let's hear what you have to say about Tactical Challenge and what we do.
Well, I've always found that it's just always been such a blast. I can agree that, I've never felt that we've never had an unwinnable scenario. Even like when we have those days where it's like, 10 people walked off the field and now we're down 10 people. I still find, oh no, wow, we still somehow pulled out our objectives out of our ass. That's always half the fun. And yeah, like even like I've actually even started taking some of your ideas and incorporating them into our practices for our team that we usually do. Like, because we do practices over at the farm throughout the year, and it's yes, I look for like Swift Current is one my highlights for the year, whether it be airsoft, paintball, anything. This is where I go. Like that's where I have fun, and it's now just a ritual for me. It's just my favorite. It's my favorite spot to go.
That's good to hear.
I still remember the one time I got randomly picked to be the hostage inside the and the poor girl was just guarding us. She didn't her mag wasn't even loaded, and so we were just there on honor system. We didn't even know it.
That was the two girls from Saskatoon, wasn't it? That had you hostage in the town hall.
No, not town hall. It was at the school for the.
I think Lonnie was
Red Dawn game.
I think one was Lonnie because I think you guys turned off her radio in the middle of it.
Yes, that one. Yeah, we're trying to play pranks on her, trying to convince her, trying to just mess with her.
I remember that.
That's embarrassing for Lonnie. I hope she's going to watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's good people though.
Oh yeah, she's a keeper. But we got to bring those things out. It's like if I don't say it, somebody else is going to say it. About every time I've hit one of my own landmines. Yeah. I mean, that has to prove that I play the game the same as you. I don't know where this stuff is, but I seem to be the one that finds the mines all the time, or
Yeah,
so
we can't. Just scary in a night game too, especially when you see those things go off. Ooh.
Yeah. We're trying to put a night game in. It seems because the first couple, the last 2 days really are, they're really all go. So we're trying to put the night game in on the Friday evening, so everybody starts to get in. They set up camp, and then by the time it gets 7, 8 o'clock, 8:30, then that's normally the time that we can put the night game on. That seems to be about this time. Oh, it looks like Julia wants to get in here. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
I got Julia in the
start of the show,
and then I've got Jeffy in the back, and there's another one on the floor down there. That's Molly. Everybody knows Molly.
Molly doesn't want to come out and play.
No, she's getting old and grouchy. She's just waiting to get into Chance's cooler again and eat two foot long socks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we are still trying to do that, but it always depends on numbers on the Friday night.
Right.
You know, when we've got enough. I'd love to do it. You know, people have chosen to do the Friday night because Saturday night is more like a good old get together. So get around everybody's campsites, chat with everybody. We built the stables last year, so that's where we want to do we'd like to do congregating this year. You know, have our social ceasefire, as we used to call it, all at the stables around the fire pits, so everybody can get together and we don't just disappear back off to individual campsites. Something else we've got new for this year as well is we'll have power out to the stables and the arena area. So we don't have to have those noisy generators and worry about trying to hook up cables and everything like that. It'll just be a flick of a switch, and we can have arena lights on and lights around the stables area. Did we have the stables ready last year?
Yep.
Yeah, we were there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have lights in there and a couple of the big fire pits going, and we'll just like to get around, have a social ceasefire there. So that'll be the tactical challenge part of it on the Saturday. Always do the Humvee driving shoot. That's what everybody comes back for. I think they love that part of it. Now the house breach, I'm thinking about doing it a little bit different because even with we only had I think 3 people in there last year. 2? Was it 2? Okay.
No, 3.
3? Yeah. Okay. We had 3 people in there last year, and that still seemed to prove too many. So we're going to give you guys actual layout of what it is, how we build it up inside, so you'll have a map and you can pre-plan it. You just won't know where the guys are on the inside.
Right.
And I think we might only just put 2 in there to try and give. There's still a lot of angles, a lot of doors, a lot of corners. So I think 2 and a hostage will be perfectly enough, and we'll still do it in the 5-man teams.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to bring a cup this year for that.
I don't blame you. It's like
out of all the kills last year, I remember you and Alana from Saskatoon. Sorry, Alana from Calgary or Edmonton. Yeah.
Yeah, that poor girl.
yeah.
Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, yeah. I've never seen anybody hurt himself so much. Not just falling out the Humvee. She went ass over elbow, core sampled her gun, straight over the top of it. Had an asthma attack, didn't get into the building. She got the Purple Heart for her last year, so we'll be. Oh, that's one thing we never spoke about was the Jimmy Award.
Oh.
No, we never did.
Jimmy Award that we should have brought that up when we had Devil's Legion on. But she got the Jimmy Award for last year. And then Peter, I think there's video of you just running over to the. You didn't even get to the door when you got shot in the boys.
Oh no, I got to the door and I was starting to look through it, and that's when they shot me.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the angle? We've gone over those videos. We just did not think that angle was possible.
Oh, I didn't. That thing is wild. Like, you cannot see into that building at that angle. It's complete darkness. Especially with the sun. Like, the sun just perfectly hides everything inside the building, so you're just looking into a dark room.
Yeah.
Which is half the fun.
If you guys have any ideas, then throw them our way as well. We'll entertain them, or we'll say no, that's stupid, or whatever. But,
straight to the point.
Well, Peter's already
absolutely.
Okay. So Peter's already given us ideas. So we didn't even think of Mark Wahlberg. And that was his idea.
Oh, that was hilarious. Well, I tried to explain to my guys, like, we got to let him there alive. And they just kind of, we got him there. He wasn't alive.
He just wasn't alive, yeah. Aaron, you still do your, you still got your YouTube channel and stuff, eh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go on, tell us all about that. We'll get some, let's get some viewers onto your channel.
Yeah, it's... The technical challenge, unfortunately, kind of marks the end of the season for me, so it's kind of like the last little bit of videos we can do. But, I mean, it always provides... I mean, like I said, the drive and shoot, breach and clear, like, how many other... I don't know. I haven't... That's what you see all the big players doing, right? And you could do it... But, yeah, I don't know. YouTube.com/Plato PB, I think it is the exact thing. I don't remember my own channel name.
Yeah, Plato PB. We don't even
Plato PB. Yeah, because it was Plato paintball or something was taken. But yeah, it's one thing to, like, the whole reason I started the channel in general was just because it's one thing to tell somebody about all these things, and it's another thing to show somebody these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can talk all day about the breach and clear, but then when you throw a little bit of fake Rainbow Six Siege effects over top of it and show everybody all the smoke coming in the building, and
an exploding kill.
Yeah, and people ask me all the time, they're like, well, where was that? And I'm like, Swift Current, it's only 6 hours. Like, hop in, let's go. Like, it's not, you don't have to drive. Like, we went to Ontario, you have to commit a whole week to go there.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just drive there on like Friday morning, stay Friday night, Saturday night, come home Sunday. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So
I think Alpha and his boys are looking at going to the game in Ontario. Been watching a few of their podcasts as well. They're talking about going there. They was trying to get us to go. It's too much for us to pack up for that long and go right in the middle of the season as well. We'd like to take in more local games, or even go up to Calgary. There might even be plans to come through to Winnipeg this year. We're coming up coming up for you've got a medieval festival up that way.
Yep.
We are geeks. Well, I'm the geek. We like to dress. I like to dress up, but then so does the Legion, and we met them up there a few years ago for it. And then we went down to Lonnie's place, and we stayed there for the next day.
Oh, nice.
But I have to get the boys and see if the twins want to come as well. I'd like to go up at least to go to Winnipeg, because you play at Splatters up there, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Taking a game up at Splatters. I might be able to convince the wife to come away for the weekend. She's not
Splatters Splatters is it's a hell of it's like how do I describe it? It's like 4 mini fields kind of combined into one bigger field almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hell of a good time to come out on a Sunday and just go for.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll also be attending that medieval festival, so I'll see you there.
Oh, you will be?
Oh yeah.
And you dress up as well?
It'd be my first time ever going, but yeah, I'm planning on doing the whole 9 yards. So.
Yeah, I have my geek suit ready.
Lonnie was telling me about that. She came out for an airsoft event. She's telling me all about you're bringing the whole camper and everything down. I hear.
Oh, probably bring the camper down. I don't rough it anymore. I'm not deep wood certified. I'm hotel certified.
Hey, so am I. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the closest I'll get to camping is out at the Swift event, and even that's a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah, you don't even camp when you come out Tactical Challenge, do you, Peter?
I did last year.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, because I had to pack up the campsite before we went to Boston Pizza afterwards.
Oh right, that's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we always like to have a bit of a wind up at BP's at the end if anybody's sticking around for the Sunday, because I know the unnamed have to go back, get back to Calgary.
Yeah.
They get back to Calgary for the Labor Day Classics, and then obviously it's Legion don't go back until the Monday. We have a wind up there. I will be doing. We have a local hotel sponsor as well. Excuse me, Motel 6. They'll always give us good room rates there. Excuse me. Yeah. Twins, you boys got anything to say? I'm just getting into Red Twins' hometown here.
Yeah. Guess I can. I don't know if Jeff has anything planned, but so good to see that somebody's doing YouTube. I don't know if we'll start up again. I mean, it was fun to film, and then editing came along, and then editing wasn't so much fun. So, or I don't know.
You gotta get like
favorite part.
You gotta find your zone, and just makes it relaxing, and just have a coffee, a Monster, or whatever your drink of choice.
So, something that I noticed something I noticed that I used to do, when I was filming, I assume Jeff did it too, is I started playing for the camera instead of actually playing, which I don't know if you do that or not, but.
I think we lost him again.
Bye.
Well, it was more, you started playing for footage, and I can play better when I find I play better when I'm not filming. I'm just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do find I kind of crank up the like I don't know if I would necessarily, jump barrels or run headfirst into fire necessarily without a camera on my head, but I mean it does
Yeah.
help a little bit.
So, did you guys
You
lose
need to
me,
go
or
We should have got some pointers off of Wolf when he was on. Uh, he's the big YouTuber. I have bugged him before when he's got his camera and he's got his camera sitting out there and and people are shooting his way and it's like he's just dodging them. It's like I've bugged him before about that. He's a great guy, and he can take the shots.
He's actually
But
scary to face on the field too when you see him running around out there. Like we
Yeah.
we played against him at D-Day. Yeah, and I don't want to be at the end of that gun if I don't have to be.
Yeah, I believe you've got to be a pretty good player as well. It's not just sitting back. As I say, I it's in my nature to bug everybody. But yeah, to see some of his videos and what he does, I think he's a great guy. Maybe he could have given us some tips.
yeah, we can have him back on.
I mean,
So,
he's the guy of anybody. He's been around the longest too. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember, I was getting into paintball 10 years ago. He was a big name then too.
yep.
Well,
a
I
lot of
think
those big names are retired though, unfortunately.
a lot of them have gone. I started back in the, oh God, it's got to be early 90s. And then when some of the first splat guns came out, we had one of our sergeant majors turn up at the field and said, we was in Germany and we couldn't go anywhere for the weekend. The sergeant major turned up with these splat masters where you just pop the whole tube in the back and use it as a pump.
Yeah.
We'd never even seen a paintball gun before, and we had just had a wild afternoon. So that's never even heard of it, but had fun ever since doing it. So yeah, okay, we got Twin back on.
Yep.
Do you want to carry on with what you're saying before
Well,
you get cut off again?
Well, that's weird. It's like I never leave on my screen. It's like it always looks normal for me, so I don't know why I'm cutting in and out. But oh well.
Oh.
I guess the one last question is, where did Zeffy and Plato come from? So, or where did the names come
I can
from?
go first this time.
He knows the answer to this one.
Yeah, this is an easy one. So back in there's this old game called World of Warcraft. Back I used to play on a different server with a group of friends, and then another group of friends asked me one day, "Hey, can you come join us? But you have to join the Alliance side of the game." And I've always been a Horde player. I've never really cared for the Alliance. Like I'm generic human, that's just boring. So I'd rather go, orcs, Tauren, all the weird races that are on the evil side.
Yeah.
And so when I was forced to make an Alliance character, I was getting really frustrated because every time I put a name to the game, it would always just be say taken, taken, taken. And eventually I tried a name from this novel I was reading at the time from Necromunda, this guy called Zephyrus. And that name was taken too. And I was like, well, I'm not taking this guy seriously, so I'm just gonna call him Zeffy. And it was meant to be a joke, as in like I give up, I'm done, and that name worked obviously. And then one of my friends at the time, they saw me with that name, and they're like, "That should be your birth name." And then so he slowly got everybody I know, including my own mother, to start calling me by that name. So eventually, it just kind of stuck from there.
That's when
And
you know
that's
you've
where
got a name stuck and your mum calls you it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hasn't called me in a while, but she called me at once, which was just kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Go on then, Plato.
Plato is just simply nothing special, just my last name, and it's something that I've been like through everything through high school sports and stuff, it just kind of became everyone called each other by their last names. I don't know where that started or
Yeah.
how it started, but it's what it was. So I just kind of, you know, like people that I meet now don't even know my first name. People just know my last name and that's it. So that I've just like I might as well even erase my first name. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's the same over here as is in England, but we all get. They all use, or when I was going to school, and I know it's like almost like 100 years ago now, but we always used to get called by our last name, but it's always, Keezy or Smithy or. Do you add that over here, or is it just like, hey, Plato?
Just straight up.
I don't say you can't add the YE or Plato-y. No.
Not that I've known. People are always like, "Yo, Plato" or "Playaito" or something. And
yeah,
they've never seen it before in their life, but yeah.
Yeah. What did you twins? What did you get called at school? Besides,
there was a couple nicknames. Obviously, going just with last name didn't really work when there's two of you in the same classroom.
yeah,
So, most time it was usually just a first name. Pretty much everybody had a nickname, which is weird, probably by most standards. Or you either went by your first name or a nickname, and then got into the real world, started working, and then you pretty much go by your last name. So
you still haven't said what you got called.
Honestly, I can't remember.
I don't remember anymore.
There was Strychnine at one point.
Now we'll never know.
No, we know he's not telling us.
But
Gone
I
to
know there was
space now.
Yeah, Strychnine, Dude,
but
and Little
it's all
Dude.
good in his world. Oh, there he is. He's back.
What
almost.
Well, I don't know what's going on. It's not even saying unstable connection for me, so.
What in the Carmen San Diego is going on?
Man, I missed that show.
Well, this is weird. Okay.
Where in the world is?
Well, then I might not be the one uploading if I'm cutting in and out, so.
Well, we're probably losing signal because I'm sitting right outside a church and it's trying to draw me in or burn me or something here.
Well, I saw you driving by the playground, so I can recognize those trees.
You saw it in the end, did you? Yeah, you saw it there. Yeah. We're going to do a little segment Wednesday night, tomorrow night as well. Did we figure out what we're going to be doing for that?
I thought we were hopefully going to be talking to Richard.
All right. Yeah. So this is going to be jumping backwards and forwards. So like if we post you next week, you're just getting a heads up of what we're going to be doing tomorrow night, and the guys that have been watching this maybe next week if we post it, or later on in the week, they're going to think, oh, they've already done that. So yeah, Richard came back from the SHOT Show, so he's got a few insights on some of the home defense stuff that he went down there to look for. He might have some heads up onto some of the airsoft stuff. He had a few meetings. Now I spoke to him on the Thursday. On the Tuesday, and he still had Wednesday and Thursday to go, and he was flying back Thursday of last week.
Oh, so he missed the guy getting stabbed.
At the SHOT Show?
Yeah, it was like end of Friday, a guy got stabbed. It's like, that seems like the wrong place to try to stab somebody. Is it
right?
Product testing.
They pretty much did. It is. They had guys that were, I think selling tourniquets, and so a tourniquet went on his arm, and.
Well, there you go. He's probably sold 1,000 tourniquets now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So it's still not fully clear what happened, but.
That is.
Where else would you really be surrounded by first responders and people with medical equipment? It is like Probably not even a medical convention would have first aid
No.
kits.
So probably the best place to get stabbed in the end,
Yeah.
if there is ever a good place.
I mean, if you want to get stabbed somewhere, that's the place to get stabbed, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how the guy didn't get shot up after. So.
Yeah. No doubt.
All right.
Red Twin, you got anything else? Or have you got anything to say? You're the quiet one.
Yeah, don't really got anything. I was more so wondering where did Plato come from, but I kind of got that answer now.
Yeah, kind of boring. Yeah. Sorry, nothing fancy.
Can I also point out one thing, Andy? So.
Yeah, sure.
It's not the SHOT Show. It's SHOT Show. It's not the. It's the name of it is SHOT Show.
SHOT Show. But they went to the SHOT Show.
No, they went to SHOT Show.
Do you go to the cinema or do you go to cinema?
That depends. Are you saying the name of the event or the name of the place? Because I can say, hey, I went to the convention center, or I can say I went to SHOT Show.
I think it's just...
I could also say I went to Mercy, or I went to cinema, or went to the cinema. I can say the movie or the place.
And this is why the English language sucks.
Wait, hang on. It's
well, no, he just has to learn how to speak.
We gave it to you, and you screwed it up.
Well, no, I'm not denying that. Fixed it. 100%. That's our fault. But
we fixed it. It's not our fault.
For centuries.
Yeah, it is. It is actually the worst language to try and learn. I'm glad I don't have to learn French, though.
That's actually supposed to be one of the easier ones, but I kept getting confused with the they. It's like when I know there's like the male, female, but it's like when do you use which one? I always got confused by.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we've always been at war with the French, so I'm happy with not having to speak French.
Now je ne parle pas en français.
No, I don't even know. I don't even want to know what that means.
No, I don't speak French. Yeah, that's
illegal in this podcast.
I do have to say on my trips over there, Paris I found very, very rude. But you go down into the south of France, down to where the D-Day landings and all that happened, and it's like walking into a different world. They're very receptive there. They're very nice people, but totally different than the French central and northern. So I can't say I don't like it all. I do like the trips there.
So it's like Quebec and the rest of Canada. So.
Yeah. But anyway, we got anything else we want to go over? Anything you guys want to put a little bit more input in or anything? And we've lost the twin again.
Oh no!
It's a very nice still frame. Got the Mountain Dew in hand and.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know what's happening.
There we go.
You were saying earlier you had a couple ideas. You were trying around with the Battle of Los Angeles. What were the other ones you were messing around with?
Oh God, what was it? Tropic Thunder.
Ooh, that'd be good too. That'd be good too.
Yeah. When you start watching a movie, you're wondering, how the hell am I going to do this? I want to get away, because most of the movies it's like dramatic voice, the five-man team up against the rest of the world, blah, and you obviously can't do that in a paintball game. You can put some of the aspects of that together, and I did figure out how I could work it for Tropic Thunder, where ours, like we say, ours are loosely based around the movie. As long as we get some of the main points over, like flying cowheads and that, then we've got some of the workings of that movie in there. I also like doing it because it gives people, along with the challenge coins and everything, it gets teams a good excuse to get together, have a chat, promote that camaraderie, maybe bring in a few new people, and sit around, have a few beers while you watch the movie.
Yep.
So it promotes all that camaraderie on and off the field. That's more or less where I want to go with the whole thing. But yeah, we watched Tropic Thunder. We've watched. We've obviously tried to do Shaving Ryan's Privates. We've
There's a couple
we've
that
done
I
D-Day landings.
yeah. There's a couple. There's a couple that I kinda have worked out, but it gotta kind of finish the plan on. But you're really wanting to do Battle for Los Angeles, so we can always put something on the back burner for next year. I still have to fully figure out how to do some of the stuff, but
yeah.
Well, if we're gonna be super, oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting together with the boys again, and have a movie night again, going over a movie, because we can't get 2 movies in an evening. There's just too much to talk about, and so we can get together and go over a movie. But we've the Battle for Los Angeles was the one that Dan mentioned.
Yeah.
That's where we might go, but yeah, unless you guys have got any ideas.
Well, there is one that I always wanted to suggest, which is kind of perfect for your type of setup. Kelly's Heroes.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. I love the classic war movies.
Oh, it's such a hilarious time. Like the whole, it's a little bit of silliness, but it's also fair. It's got a couple serious parts, but it's mostly it's just one of my favorite movies of all time. It's the only one I can think of that comes to mind.
Yeah, somebody said Guns of Navarone as well. I haven't seen that in a good number of years.
Yeah.
So I'd have.
I would kind of like to incorporate that one year, since I don't think anybody else does, but we have our supposed field gun looking over the beach, and Jeff and I always call that the gun of Navarone.
Okay, yeah.
Well, but nobody else seems to know that name. But Jeff and I also use a lot of codes.
There's some of the old classic movies, and they've fallen out of favor. Everybody wants the real up-to-date action movies now. Because even when we go back to watching them, you're thinking, holy shit, some of these effects are garbage. How did I ever watch this?
But back then it was booming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start looking up Kelly's Heroes now, trying to figure out. So I either get to be a super jacked alien or the Germans.
You're always going to play the bad guy.
Hey, I got no problem being bad sometimes. Everyone's got to have their villain arc. That can be me.
I mean, I don't mind being the bad guy every now and then.
Hey, Jeffrey,
I dress up as an alien.
Well, it's not dressing up. You're a super enhanced soldier.
Yeah, see, I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the gym, get like Captain America-fied, so I can just be ready.
Yeah.
But
failing that, you might just have to get one of the
inflatable suits.
Yeah.
Well, I thought. Oh, hang on a minute. My dogs are crazy. Jeffy, shut up.
I think he's saying it's time to go.
Like we've got, we should have the tank back on the road this year. Just got a new engine in the Argo, so it should have. I think it's got a 25 horse in there now. Lots more power than it had before. And then we've also got the helicopter that. Can you guys hear me? Okay, over these stupid animals.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we've also got the helicopter that plays a big role in Battle for Los Angeles. They've got a couple of choppers that they use. So I think we've got the basis of the whole game. Just with that, and we've kind of figured out the way that we've got the enhanced super soldiers. Without saying too much about the thing right now,
Mm-hmm.
We'll still work with the bleed out ropes.
Okay.
That will be on for one team. So like the regular squad, the regular soldiers would have the bleed out ropes, but the aliens would have a different system.
I like
So,
it.
yeah.
I like it.
There is, and there's one game. There was one of my first games ever getting into paintball was this one we did, Man versus Machine. And what they did for that one was they had, everybody was cyborgs, and as the game progressed, you could actually buy, long story short, a piece of duct tape to put on a body part. So, like for example, you could put the piece of duct tape on your arm, and then now if you get shot in that arm you're not you can't get out on. Like that arm is ignored if you get shot in that arm. And like basically, depending on where you could put the piece of duct tape was worth more points that you earned throughout the game by completing objectives and getting kills and things like that. That was one way that's one way to do super soldiers if you haven't thought about it.
Maybe consider.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about how we could police those points, though. You know how you
that one needed that was always the hard part. Usually with objectives, I think with that game, where you had to go find something, and then you would turn that in at the end of the game. But it was also a limited ammo game, so you had to choose your points. You use it to go buy. You got it was literally you find the ammo and you turn your ammo in for points to buy upgrades. It's like, do you get ammo or do you get upgrades? You don't get both, but that's more of that was the game that was going on back then.
So it's kind of like limited, Metro.
Like yes.
I used to like our MagFed, our limited ammo games, but I don't think we're big enough to play that at the moment. That's why we had to open it up to the operators, and you know, the first couple of videos that we put it out as a limited ammo game and MagFed, but we just don't have the numbers. You know, maybe if we could hold it in the middle of Toronto or something like that, you know, that would be great. But when we got people traveling 6 to 9 hours to come to a game, you know,
exactly.
Yeah. But no, that's interesting.
Although you could have that limited ammo game wouldn't be bad as like a side event, just a little goof off event, not like the main event. Like that'd be more where we'd probably have that good home. I don't think you'd want to do it as the main event though.
Yeah, so I like to make our main event follow the theme, so that then it just gets it starts off really basic, but then by the time you've got to game 4, you've got all of the games involved. You know, so it gets a little harder. But yeah, but that's an idea about handing things you find on the field to get better objectives or to get upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, like last year when you had us looking for the bomb parts and stuff to assemble that giant bomb, that was a good time. I had fun doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As long as they're not hit at the very end of that train again of cars, because I can never get there to save my life. But like Peter's crew had that on lockdown the whole game. I was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah,
you was the only part we had lockdown.
That's something we have to think about every year as well. You know, these guys started on this side of the field last year. Do they really know what this side of the field is? So we're going to change it up.
If I'd have to start at the airbase and not walk all that way at the start, I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah, and that's it. You say all that way, but it's not really all that way.
In the field for some stuff.
It doesn't look long, but when you walk it like 15 times a day, it's a long walk.
Yeah. It's funny when we get those people turn up and they go, "Is that it? You know, is this the field?" And we go, "Oh, you wait until you play it."
Well, like speaking from point of view of when I had that, I had that, I don't know what you want to call it, the giant cylinder we'll call a bomb.
Yeah.
And I had to run it from one end to the other. It gets heavy about halfway, and then you're just like slugging it. So I tried to put a strap around it to have some sort of brace. That didn't help any either. It just made it worse. So
that is actually a drop tank from one of the snowbirds.
oh,
Yeah.
that's why it's so damn heavy.
That's why they dropped it.
That's why they
Yeah,
dropped
to
it.
lose
Yeah.
some weight.
I mean, it doesn't feel that heavy when you pick it up, but you try and run almost a kilometer with it, and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
When I tried to one hand like toss it into the enemy base at the end of the game last year, my arm was just killing my shoulder. It was heavy.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we never used to have a rope on a hit either at the very beginning, so there was no handle or anything. You just had to.
Oh God.
You'd reach your hand kind of inside, and there was a little ledge, but now you basically clawed up at it.
And once you've got that ledge on the inside, it used to swing around so well that it used to chew the shit out of your wrist.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, boys, I'm gonna have to run here because it looks like my meeting's gonna start. But if you guys want to carry on chatting, you're more than welcome to. But it's great to get both of our generals on.
Yep.
Red team for life. Just saying. Okay.
What we'll do is, as we get closer to the tactical challenge, we're going to have you guys on again as both. If let's just say it is the battle for Los Angeles, the aliens might just put a broadcast out to the Earth Forces General.
Oh, a costume, you say?
Yes.
I'm gonna say,
yes.
please get Rubber deleted.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Oh.
To try and get things a little involved before the game,
That's one thing. If I have anything to say about this event is like we need people to like preach, right? Like me and Andy are trying to get people as we can to come from Manitoba and stuff. But like the more we share it, right, the more people are gonna come.
That's right, and we seem to draw people from further away. I mean, people from Swift Current, they keep going away to games. I mean, it's so hard. I don't do no advertising. I guess I should, but most of our audience are from people that are further away. I'd like to get that word out that that we are here.
I mean, I have no problem like making up. Once we have a theme and things, we can make up some posters and stuff and ship them out and try to get them.
Yeah.
Well, like we did the 1v1 thing for a while.
Yeah, we'll make up our minds here within this next week. That's a job for us. We'll have to be specifically within the next 2 weeks, because I'm going to El Salvador on the 13th of February.
Leaving all the snow behind, huh?
Yeah, I will. It's only for 8 days. Just going to go and build houses down there.
Oh, nice.
Believe it or not, yeah, build houses. No laying on the beach.
I'm just going to drink beer. I feel so bad.
So yeah, we'll get it planned out before we go, because then once we get back, it's just going to roll and roll and roll. We're going to and if we haven't planned something, then it just never gets planned right. That's why we like to start it off soon.
Yeah, we gotta start coming up with stuff to test in melee and so.
Yeah, and we've got the tank to build, a lot of that stuff. So, and a lot of wind damage to repair on the field so far as well.
Yeah, that's always there.
I believe it.
Yeah. Well, boys, say I'm going to love you and leave you here. So, have yourself a great evening.
All right.
And
you too.
We'll get hold of you again for another segment later on.
Sounds like a plan.
If I don't see you, I'll see you in May.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Sounds
I'll
good.
talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
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 Oh, he's gone. Wait, still